farewell tour for Farm Sim 22 returns, and this series is on Erlengrat. This was actually released in Farming Simulator 19 as a DLC map along with some Alpine vehicles, and it's quite difficult to get some stuff done on this one. As you can see, there's a lot of very hilly areas. The areas are large, however, the equipment that they give you to do those areas are quite small. We've also got a bunch of fields down here on the flat area, which we're going to be focusing heavily on. We brought everything over from the previous map, High Baileron, as well as some of the stuff that we received all the way back on Elm Creek as well. Super excited to have you guys along with us. A few things might have to be deleted here and there. Yes, I have modified a few things. A couple things are still here for whatever reason. And we've got some extra vehicles to take advantage of, although we probably won't use this one. New additions were picked up at the very end of the last series. After I hit in, I went and looked and I was like, ooh, we got mowers. So we picked up a front and rear set of Kubota mowers that are based off the Kverneland Vikings. They're not DLC items, it's a mod, but you know what? I wanted it, so we got it. Let's take a look at some spots where we can buy some stuff, because we have a lot of money right now. We've got $2.68 million. Also, we have brought over our 300 chickens, and we've even got our production chains over here. Now, the mill ain't got, well, nothing, but we do have our bakery, who is rocking and rolling and making bread for us right now, which is very nice. Oh, and before we buy any fields, get out of here, birds. Here's my chickens. I put them over here. They seem to be really, really happy to be in here with the playground stuff, so yeah, you're welcome. Two things I want to focus on. Number one is keeping the grain mill going. So that's going to be like buying fields like this. Areas where we've got a clump together. Pretty much everything I think is ready to harvest. Yeah, everything's ready to harvest. So really we need to figure out clumps of land. Ooh, is that red beet? No, thank you. Even worse. Sugar beets, get out of here. We could also pick up a big old thing of grass fields like this one, for example. Farmland 33. I think the starting to go with is this clump right here. We also get a little bit of grass layer in that as well, though we'll probably end up plowing that up. So why don't we just go in and buy like these areas right here. That should give us a good little spot there. We've still got 1.7 mil. I think this is probably another good one. These are all grass fields right now. So what we could do is we can go in, we could harvest these, and then we could plow them up and then do our second harvest off of those. We still have $1.1 million, which is quite ridiculous. I think for now I'm going to hang on to that, and we may hold it so that we can buy more land or buy more vehicles. Speaking of vehicles, you know I got to go through here and see if there's anything that we could get a hold of for our series. This could come in handy. This is the Fendt Rotana 160V Combi. Definitely a good go-to, but I think I'm probably just going to go with a fast bell if I do anything like that. And we do have a Kubota right here that's on sale, 36% off. I'm using quite a bit of Kubota stuff right now, so this could make sense. Additionally, at 200 horsepower, this would become, I think, our second most powerful tractor, which is great news. Say hello to the newest addition to the team. We went with a 201, so I did have to pay extra for a little bit extra, but hey, we're good. Also, do we need to get rid of something? I feel like we should sell some stuff. I do like the John Deere, and I do like the Massey Ferguson. However, between the two, it does seem like the Massey Ferguson is the one with less oomph. Granted, it's by 5 horsepower, but still, I like this one more. You know, I don't think we really need to make a choice right now. We'll have it all. We have 4 tractors now, I decided. So, couple things to do. I think number one, since we've got this tractor, and I do know that these Kubota mowers were made so that this tractor could be used with said mowers, even though they are a little bit big. I'll give you that much. I think I'm going to rock. We're going to go down to our grass fields that we have, and we're going to go ahead and start mowing down there. The reason we're going to start mowing is oh, that looks so cool, but it's a little bit big on here. I think maybe the front's sliding a bit. I don't want to say the John Deere would be better in this situation, but yep, doesn't mean it won't still be useful. It's just going to be useful as a cart. It's also fast, so we can move things quickly from one place to another. So our first trek begins. Let's take a look and see what we have purchased. There goes the sign. See if we can find a couple more to take out. Down here, oh boy, I didn't even pay attention to what we got. I just know that it was already. Let's see, we've got wheat, we've got soybeans, oats, and canola. So a little bit of everything. Thank goodness our header can do all of this. Into the New Holland. Man, oh man, I do love this combine. I will be shocked if we have to upgrade this combine between now and, oh, good. I do know. Definitely for horse, we're going to have to do it for the horse aggravation map. But I think everything in between, we're probably going to hang on to this combine. It's a great combine. It's way too big for this map. And if it's too big for this map, it's really going to be too big for Silver Run Forest. There's what, 3 fields? 2 fields? Yeah. Oh yeah, the mower. Totally forgot to hook up the mower. We'll bring this guy out. I don't remember what wheels I had on some of the things. I'm pretty sure with this one I had BKTs. Cannot confirm, but I put them on there because I like them. So let's talk a little bit about this, because you're probably going, DJ, you got grass. Yeah, you got mowers. What are you going to use the grass for? Cattle. That's it. Actually, I think I mentioned that. Cattle. I would love to get a hold of some cows. This map actually came with cows. I did save all the money from selling placeables that I deleted whenever I first got in here, so at least there's that. But yeah, I think cattle would be fun. Plus, that was one of the big reasons that I left the slurry pit up there. We're good to go. I also don't know where I am. Oh, I didn't even look to see if anybody was coming. I think the fields are here on the right-hand side. Those are like the only grass fields around. Yep. Once we're all said and done, though, we will... Oh, I missed the spot. We will take all these areas and plow them up and turn them into big old fields. So I'm going to mow out as far as I possibly can. We do have the BX on the very back of this, which is super nice. We'll be able to swath everything towards the middle and rock. With these, I think we'll be able to take the grass, turn it into silage and or hay / TMR, so that we can actually get everything ready to go for the cows. A little bit of TMR never hurt anybody. So let's start here. We'll drop them, turn it on, drop it, turn it on, and go. And I think we're going to be mowing most everything in between as well. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. This is what I'm talking about. A lot of this is going to have to be done by hand. Most of it. Most of this is going to have to be done by hand. I'm not going to be able to hire a worker on a lot of it, at least in between the fields. Additionally, we're probably going to need to look into some sort of windrow, because a lot of the outside windrows have to be run, or windrows, a lot of the outsides have to be either run twice or something. I mean, you can see here, a lot is being missed. So we need to fix that up. And all this extra area down here too. This is nowhere near a field. It's just hanging out down here by the train tracks. I'm cool with it, man. I'm cool with it. This is extra grass that I didn't have to pay for. I guess I did have to pay for it, but yeah, you know what I mean. Now that I've done my first pass around the whole thing, now I have to go through and kind of clean up after myself, hitting all these little spots that were missed. Now we start a second pass. This one's going to be done, and I'm just going to kind of run this until all of the edges that I've run passes around don't have any more grass that needs to be collected or picked up. I'm also going to be doing 90-degree angles from here on out, or as close thereto as possibly can. So just like that, spin around and do it like this. There you go. This is what I mean right here. You can see how the field starts there, and then we've got a little bit extra that goes out from the field, just right about there. Boom. That means that for now, at least, I don't have to come and make a second pass, or a third rather. Lastly, before I do anything else, I am going to run passes through the center of these fields. That way I can kick everything in. We go just perfect. At least try to go just perfect. Yeah, that looks good. And now, hire a worker and let them do that thing. We've already hit quite a few of these. To take a look, you can see all the areas around where we have hit. And now it's just going to go back and forth. Sweet. All right. Come on. This is kind of nice that we have multiple different things here. We can utilize the wheat, for example. We can utilize this, the oats, and is there barley? I don't remember if it was barley or not. We could utilize those things for making more, words. I apologize. It's been a long day today. We're making flour so we can take it over to the grain mill. Heck yeah, man. And we can make some bread and be good at the bakery. But other things, oh man, there's so much to do. Turns out that the mower went down and then backed up all the way down here and did nothing else. Not even a little bit of anything else. One day. Never thought I'd have to babysit a mower, but yet here we are. And naturally, the workers decided that the other end of the field is where they wanted to quit. I don't know what to do with this information. No, this is not working. I'm still working away over there at the grass field. As you can see, we've still got a little bit more to go. However, wheat is done. 40-some thousand liters. Not too bad. That is roughly what we got off of 3 of our fields on the other map, which I've totally forgotten about until just now. Those were some small fields, man. But you can see fields are getting larger and larger and larger as the game progresses. And because we're less than 50,000, we can put this in one trailer and be done. Cool. What else here can we take? We have oats and... All right, I'm gonna do oats. Hoping we get less than 50,000 liters of oats, we could take both at the same time, making one trip. And then it'll be soybeans and canola and be good. If you're not new to the channel, you've been around for a while, you probably know that I will find any excuse to harvest oats. It's absolutely my favorite. I love being able to get a bunch of crop, get a lot of money for it. I also love being able to take the straw and, well, do whatever I want to with it. And I also really, I don't know, that's it. Also harvesting grass at the same time. Yeah, I guess that's it. One I'll pass around, not too bad. 6,300 liters, take a look. Yeah, we could probably run one more pass at the top. So good things are happening. Mowing is done. We do need to pick it all up, but we'll figure that one out, I think. We may have to upgrade to something that's not quite base game. And we're done. A whole lot less oats than I thought we were going to be getting, but hey, it is what it is. Also, now I get to show you guys the area where we've got our grain mill over there. There's something pretty cool over there. All right, the game's been out for 2.5 years, and so is this map. It's not pretty cool. It's just over there. I'll show you. Sometimes you just gotta be real. It is what it is. So check this out. I did one thing. I really just did one thing. Instead of using a normal bakery, this is our bakery. The bakeries that were available didn't look good on this map, and you know what? There's not one on this map at all, which is weird, but that is what it is. So put my own down. So let's come through here, drop that off, and we'll drop this off as well. So for the wheat and the oats, we're not going to be making any money whatsoever because we already own this, which is, it's stinkowitz, but it is what it is. It's okay. So now, at least now, we can make some flour. We'll be good to go. And our flour is distributing, so we never have to come back over here and do anything with it. Well, bam! Currently, we're using this, the Pottinger Alpine 251 Medid. Now, I love this thing. It works really good, and I've used it since darn near the beginning of this series, or not of this series, beginning of Farming Simulator 22. Super easy. It just works. However, I'm only one dude, and there's a couple mods that have come out that are just really difficult not to use. Nope, not one of these. Definitely not this one. Sorry, 82 Studio, not even yours. Nope, this big old thing from Mac Truckin' 921. Love it, love it, love it, and it saves you so much time. We gotta go for it. I'm sorry, it's just, you gotta have it. Yeah, you knew I was gonna get one. Don't even act like it. I did go with something a little bit different though. We went with the Elmer's tracks on the back. I don't know, they look super awesome, and I wanted them. It is quite ridiculous for this map. I understand, totally get it. Fine. Time. This will get it done 3 times faster. And a lot of those smaller areas that I would have to come back a second time just to hit the extra bit of straw at the very end. Yep, don't have to do that with this one. No. Just come right here, lower it, which it starts lowered. That's weird. Actually, we're gonna raise it up. Nope, when I raise it up, it doesn't work. That's the weirdest thing. Regardless, we are rocking now, making some grass. I don't know how much I'm gonna get off of here. The grass was a good idea. 313,000 liters just off of the first 2 passes. Now we get to go back and forth. Oh yeah, we have a combine too, don't we? How's he doing? Doing just fine. Keep it up, bud. There it is. 500,000 liters folded up. Soybeans are all done. This is definitely one of those sources of income that we like to keep going. 34,000 liter, or 34,000 times about 6,000. Good money. What we'll do is we'll take the soybeans and the canola and sell both of these, and we'll take our straw and take it up to the main farm, because I've done a little bit of something up at the main farm. This thing. Yeah, I did it. I put it down. It's nowhere near base game, or DLC for that matter. Yay! We'll say this. This trailer, oh, that didn't... Great. I don't even remember what I was saying. I don't even think it matters anymore. Let's just get back in here and finish this up. Combine's on the last field. We also have to go pick up all the straw. Some of it's being sold, some of it's not. Oh no, I forgot to feed the chickens. Oh, I was gonna take wheat apart, so we've got to find another field to harvest quick so I can have food for them. You know, instead of that, I think I'm just gonna buy the food. It's probably gonna be cheaper. By probably, I mean hopefully. We don't have any trailers up here right now, but what we'll do is we'll bring our tipper trailers up here after we deliver the canola and the soybeans, and we'll buy, I don't know, 40,000 liters of something to help out, I'm sure. Speaking of canola, all done with canola, so let's drop this in and see what our total numbers are. Drop it out. Perfect. We have got 35,000 liters of soybeans and 20,000 canola. Not as much as I thought. If I remember correctly, this is a very difficult place to get in and out of. So you kind of have to like scoot it here. It's kind of meant for more like semi-trucks, that kind of thing. All right, let's see if we can dump this. Do I have a tip trigger for the back? I do. Yeah, we can do a nice little double dump real quick. All right. Money's going up, money's going up. There's $1,000. That's what it costs us to hire all of our workers. 2 thumbs up there, and then basically $300,000 for that. Okay, very cool. Now that's everything except for the straw. We are going to keep a portion of the straw, as I mentioned, and let's go do that now. All right, this should be good. We've gotten some weeds that have grown. I accidentally hit the wrong button. I've got grow now set to a button right beside my camera, so when I hit the camera to take a picture, well, the weeds growed instead. So yeah, it is what it is. We're going to take this up about 200-ish thousand liters of straw. So in here we could do 770, about 200 that'll work, and then that's going to make us our TMR, and hopefully we'll be able to buy some cattle. That's not going to be this one. It's definitely going to be in the next one, but we'll be able to buy some cattle, which would be really nice. And depending on yearly amounts of food, it will determine on how many we buy, but we've got $1.2 million, and I plan on using as much of that as we want for cattle. And in the very end, we'll be just fine. The interesting part, though, is going to be Silver Run Forest with cattle. The rest of the maps, not much of a problem. Big fields will be okay, even on Zelonka. But, yeah, Silver Run Forest, I'm not so sure. So I am going to go ahead and get much of the straw up as we possibly can. Today we're going to be doing a big old sale. We've got a modded cow pen that is ready to go, and we got to do something with all these fields because there ain't nothing left in them. Step 1, I'm thinking, is give the chickens some food. Those poor chickens are about to die. I don't know how much. Actually, I don't know how much they need. How much do you need? I've got an estimated food mod installed, and it says they'll need 18,000 foods in a year. How many did I get? Hey, 19,358. That's what I'm talking about right there. All we got to do is change that over to the right-hand side, get a little bit close, and dump it in. Happy little baby chickens. All right. Something else we're going to have to do is mow today. I made a mistake and forgot to mow. I got so excited about having all these extra fields on here that I totally forgot to mow. So we're going to have to do that. Step 2 is going to be straw selling. We have 552,000 liters of straw there to be sold, which is pretty wild. Now over here, we've got some TMR being made currently. We've got grass in there and straw. I've kind of figured out the difference between the two of those, so that should line up about right. Selling prices for straw is a little bit different though. Stave Silo TMR, will be on that, so we can't get money. Felsbrunn is a train, and I'm not dealing with that. So Animal Dealer is the only place that we could possibly go. I think it's over here. Yeah, there it is. While we're on our way over there, let's talk about what we're gonna do. So this whole area behind me, oh, I forgot I have to give the animals straw. Hang on. Boy, I'm really glad I stopped myself right there. What we got to do is we got to put a cow pen down, man. Yeah. And due to the cow pen, the cows are going to need some straw. Therefore, I don't need to sell all of that, just some. And to be completely fair, now that I think we have to go back on this. I don't think we could sell any of this straw because what if the cows don't have enough to make more manure? I would be ruined. Let's go in here to the cows. I have made a cow pasture, which should allow us to place this down right where the old one was. It's actually an identical bit to the other one. Consider it placed. I gotta do a little bit of tidying up around it. All right, we got it placed down, got a little bit of decoration going on. I'm also gonna have to put down one of these, which is going to give us a manure. There we go. Don't like that. Hey, not bad. I think the only thing that would make this look a little bit better is if we put a, what do you call those things? Well, I was gonna say tree, but actually what I actually mean is this, one of these. It's a liquid tank. This should handle our milk, which actually I don't think this makes milk, does it? No. Well, that just kind of ruins that. That's the whole reason for doing cows, so you can get milk. I have made a massive mistake, but I think I can fix it. Now, hold on a minute. It says there's milk. I'm just an idiot, aren't I? Yup, I'm definitely an idiot. It says milk there at the bottom. I didn't even see it. It's right here. Can we just forget that whole thing happened? You know what? Let's move on. Let's buy some cows. We've got cows. Yeah. What up, little baby cows? How you doing? We also don't need this silo over here anymore. Thought we did. Wait, no. I put it there for slurry, right? It's connected. Yeah. Connected to manure is that slurry? Help, Euler. All right. But we're gonna need to give these guys a little bit of food because they're probably going to be starving Marvin. Let's slow it down. Slow it down. The Kubota doesn't really have good braking. We've got 6,000 liters here. That's been made just like in the past 30 minutes in game, so this should be pretty good moving forward. We'll give them a little bit of TMR. We'll give them, I don't know if all the straw is a good idea, but I mean some straw definitely for sure. And we're gonna need water as well. Doesn't look like we have a liquid tanker, so we're gonna need to get a hold of one. And we'll give them some straw as well. Straw should go in the same place the food does, right? Or does the straw go over here? Is this the straw point? Or no straw? Please take straw? This is definitely one of the problems with using base game animal pens. I've never used them before, so I don't know how they work. Well, I'm just gonna leave it. Whatever. I've tried to go in. I've actually added things to the triggers, so like this trigger is supposed to do milk and straw and everything, but hey, I don't have to give them straw. But I guess they're not gonna produce manure either, and well, the milk goes here. All right, well, I guess we're not selling slurry this time around. To the sell point we go. I guess we can sell straw after all. Make us a little bit of cash money. Should do fairly well with this straw sell. What are we gonna be? What is it gonna be? 163. Hey, it rhymed. So I guess if that's gonna be the case, we really don't need this. So we could sell that because milk appears as it would, and well, there's no straw going in, so I guess there's no slurry coming out either. Actually, I looked, there is no slurry or manure triggers anywhere, but not even in the files. Nowheres. There's lots of ways of doing water and giving your animals water in Farm Sim 22. There's a couple ways that I really like doing, like this right here is just killer. I know it's not base game, but it's built off of the MKS-8, which is a base game piece. It's from the Hardy Sprayer Pack, one of my favorite mods, and well, obviously it is because it has toothpaste. Love this thing, and I think just to show homage and really enjoy this, we're gonna go with this. We're gonna go with an Unreal Capacity as well. I'm not gonna go toothpaste tractor with it though. We are gonna go chrome with, I think, some base game gray wheels. Keep it simple. Also, in the time it's taken me to run around and do stuff, we've got another 5,000 liters of TMR. May as well go put it in. Tell you what, this is going to be quite a difficult series to get everything done in a timely fashion. We've still got so much to do. We've got to mow the main area. So this whole set of fields there, the set of fields down here at the bottom, and then these 3 areas here, one of which is crossing lines there. Also, we need to plow up between these fields, plant it, plow out between these, get all of that taken care of. Whew, it's a lot. So water's a free commodity. Don't make nobody make you pay for water in Farm Sim. Just go to the stream, pull it out of there. You'll be okay. Now that we got water rocking and rolling, I think our animals are probably good for the most part. I mean, we've given them water. They've got some food. It's at least enough to get through for now, but daily food intake, 87,000 liters. Yeah, we're going to need to give them a whole lot more. And then chickens are doing great. I mean, they got enough food to last them more than a year. We're cool, man. So let's drop down and let's get some more mowing done. The more grass we have, the better off we're going to be able to feed all those hungry little baby cows. So we're going to hit this, and to save a little bit of time, we'll probably show you how it looks after maybe 1 or 2 passes, something like that. And then we'll just kind of knock it out. Who put this rock here? I'm just going along, trying to get some mowing done, and then all of a sudden, rock. Man, yeah, I'm not really sure we're going to be mowing any of this anymore. I've made an absolute mess out of pretty much all of it. No matter which direction I go, left, right, up, down, doesn't matter. I am just, making a mess. So we're going to fold them up, and we're going to call it a failure. We're going to move on. And we need to start some field creation and field joining and all that good stuff. And there's really only one option when it comes to that. This one mod has been around almost longer than everything else that you see around you. It's some things even longer. We do have a plow that we own currently, but we're going to go ahead and sell that. So this plow right here, or plow rather, there we go. No point in owning 2 of them. Before we plow, let's pick up all this grass. It is, yeah, as mentioned, I made a mess of it. It's a complete nightmare. Look at this. It looks awful. I'm just excited that maybe after I pick all of this up, we don't ever have to look at this again. Oh, look, I'm going to miss some of it, too. Great. I didn't really want to have to use this, but it's the only thing that doesn't have collisions that'll pick up all this. Anyway, so I cheated. Surprised? Little dabble of grass, and ooh, slow it down, little dabble, and we can toss it in here. There you go. Let's make a deal. We're not gonna mess with these fields ever again. What we are gonna do is take a little jump. Ooh, can we take a jump? Yay! Not really. And we're gonna come in here. We're gonna make these fields even bigger, so we have one massive field. Now the good thing about these is they kind of jetty into the sides a little bit. So all the way, all we gotta do is follow the road and we own it. So that's really it. It is gonna take a hot minute. So you know what? You know what we could do? We could extend this. Yeah! One other thing that I am gonna do as well is smooth out some of this. You can kind of see if we extend this out, one side is a lot further down than the other. I mean, it's an alpine map. It's quite hilly. Hilly? You remember Heelys? I forgot those existed. I never had a pair, but I thought they were pretty cool. Rollerblades on shoes. Let's go, man. Where was I? Oh, yeah. I was smoothing out the terrain. I'm going to do this. The grass field seemed like it was okay, so I don't think I need to get over there. However, this area definitely needs some TLC. On second thought, no offense to these larger areas up here. Actually, if you back out enough, you can see where the fields are supposed to be, the grass fields. No offense to those, but yeah, I don't think my combine can get in there. So we're just not going to do it. I'm just going to plow these fields up. I was like, can we agree that the weeds are annoying? And there's a lot of stuff that's annoying. So I'm going to like free up some steps. I always start a series of like, yeah, I'm going to turn on weeds and rocks and all this. And we're going to be Farm Sim purist. And like the second episode just kind of turns into, nope, don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like that. Really don't like that. And hate those. Much better. To make things a little bit easier, I have set all of these fields to cultivated, which should make this a bit more simple when it comes to actually putting down where this goes. Let's turn on field creation, and and go. I can't believe this is working. Look at this, look at this. It's like the perfect width to pick everything up. Yeah, let's go. This is a little bit weird right here. This area isn't one field. Here we go. Now it is. Maybe we can give it a little bit more through here. Just like that. Bring it to here. Hire a worker, but go slowly. The big field is done, and it's looking great. Now, we got to do the same thing over here to this field. Because this one's a grass field, it's a little bit different. I need the biggest amount of space possible, so I don't care what is here, what is there, and what is everywhere. We are going to be plowing up the biggest area possible. Oh yeah, I should probably set these fields to cultivated so I know where they are. There we go. Now I can see where I'm going, where I don't go, and where I've been. Yeah, where I've been. Do you remember back in Farming Simulator 19? Over here, and I think in the store, or in the town as well, Giant Software had actually partnered with G-Portal, which, by the way, you can get some awesome servers, link down below. But they had G-Portal banners on this map, and not only that, but they showcased Spencer. Yeah, that was super cool. And if I said I wasn't jealous of that back then, oh boy, let me tell you what, I was so jealous. I was actually not working with G-Portal yet at that point, and I thought it was kind of one of those unattainable kind of things. But you know what? Things happen, and I loved it. All right. We've got some grass areas around here and there and everywhere. Now we just got to plow the rest of these up. Then we can get fertilizer down, seed, more fertilizer, and then I think we'll be good. And we got it, the whole thing. So we now have 2 fields that are just dedicated, one for grass and one for a crop. The thing is, with the other crop, we're going to think about something that's going to save us a little bit of money. Please don't hit it. Please don't hit it. Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be soybeans. That's the thing that makes the most sense to me. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think soybeans. Yeah. Also, I like driving up this hill. Time for the fertilizer, and let's kick this thing off in a high gear. Love a good Kubota. I own a Kubota. Of all of the brands in Farming Simulator, I own the orange one. Real life. I got a GR 2020. Love that thing. We're going to get in here. We are going to lay down some solid fertilizer for this whole field. And then while it is, well, on a worker on the other field, we're going to go through and seed this field. This one's going to be grass, so everything will be good to go. No rolling. Yeah, we're not doing that. Of course, it's not mulched, so, well, that's not really a thing either. Yeah, it's just kind of basic seed plant, do your thing. 3, 2, 1. Whoa, bam! There is one, and now we need to get the other. Now, there is one easy way to get over there from here, and that's to sneak on the train tracks. Can we do it without hitting anything? Well, we almost got all the way over without hitting anything. Let's get off the train tracks before it's too late. One pass around this field on my own, and we should be able to hire them up on a worker. That way we can go ahead and hit the other field. These are going to take a little bit of time, but not too bad. And it's also really nice because we have a very easy harvest whenever it comes time for episode number 3, which will be nice. Set them up, hire a worker, and good. All right, now where is that cedar at? There it is. How you doing, man? This is going to be so exciting. Let's do it. I think I'm going to start up here. This is a straight line from one end of the field to the other. So this will give us a perfect spot to get started. Drop it down, turn it on, getting some seed in the ground. Let's go, baby. Setting the plant. All right, we are good here, over here. We're good here too. All right, so it looks like we're fertilized everywhere we need to be. We've got kind of double fertilizing some places, but not everywhere. We're going to go ahead and relocate this right back to the other side of the field. Or map, over there, over where the grass is. Not here. Just stop listening. All right, back. Cool. Now, we'll say this is going to take a little while. That does not turn around quickly. So why don't we take a look at some planters, or, well, seeders rather, that would work with this. Obviously, the big Citin is going to be working great over there for the Amazon, but maybe there's something that would work good with this. Kind of like 200 horsepower. It's got to be something. So we have this. Wow. How did I get up here? Hey! Hey! Whoa! We're going way too fast. I think I've been in tractors since it started. So we've got this. This works great, but it's a wee bit small. It is from the Seating Options mod, which I don't know if you've ever used that mod, but it is awesome. Seating Options seems to be the best option for us. Love this. And this right here, probably one of my favorites. Absolutely love this. It is definitely on my list of favorite seaters for this game. Less than 100 or less than 200 horsepower required. I say we get one, and I also say we sell that one. Bam! Probably not the seater that I would go with for a field this size, but hey, who cares, right? Let's double check, see how everything's going. We are good. Seed only, and go forward. See? Perfect. Absolutely perfect. One thing that I am going to do is we're going to go back and forth 3 times down here at the very bottom. So the way we're going, then come back, and then go back one more time. That way we've got enough room to get down, turn around, do the hokey pokey, and turn around again. Looking good. We're looking good, man. And then, well, over here, not so much. Still got to take a little bit of, still a little time, but it's not too bad. And now all we got to do, hire the worker and let them do their job. Let's see, go back and forth between these guys. How are we looking over here? Oh, of course you stopped. Why would you not just do the whole thing? Silly me. I knew there was a reason we saved the Massey Ferguson. We are gonna see if I can find, aha, here it is. The Pertinger. This is going to be what I use to go back and forth and give the cattle feed. Again, in one day, they eat a lot. Jumping up to them real quick, you can see they've already eaten, what, more than half of what we've given them since I started recording. So, yeah, we're going to have to give them some more food. Let's see, 13,000 right here. There you go. The first day is going to be difficult because I'm just going to have to go in like a fast forward to time scale. However, after we get through the first day, should be easy. I mean, look at this. I just went over there. There's 122, 127, 129, 131. It's making TMR very quickly. There's another thing that I want to consider, and I think we're gonna take the easy route on this one, and that is bread. Currently, bread is set to spawning, but I think I'm gonna set this to selling. It's one less thing we have to do, and it's just more of an automation process than anything. The last day on Erlengrat starts exactly the way that it began. Actually, in the same day. Still August. Still day number 1. However, as the cows say, we need to move forward. Yes, I stand by that statement. That was so dumb. So we need to plan for an entire year because we're going to have to do that. Now, cattle feed is not bad, 25,000 liters there. We're probably going to like fast forward an hour-ish here and there and then fill the food back up because they're going to go through it. They're actually going to go through about the same amount of food that we have over the next year. They take 1,050, we put in around a million. We put in right around 1 million. So it's going to be difficult. Chickens, on the other hand, not too bad. We are going to have to get a hold of them a little bit sooner. They need 18,000. We got 23 in. However, every 2 days they make more. I don't know where they come from. Speaking of, get out of here, birds! Get out of my fields! Yo! Shoot. We also need to place down some things to make us more money, guy. We've got 17, 18, and 19 here with grass growing. They are set, ready to go. And then we've got the exact same thing up here with soybeans. So that is good as well. As far as everything else goes, we've got our flour mill rocking with wheat flour and oat flour. TMR is rocking, it's making plenty, and then bread is going to be selling directly, so we don't have to worry about that, and this is distributing. So that should be out of our hands, shouldn't have to mess with it one bit. But what I do want to do is place down some things that will make us money in the long run. One of the weird things here is we actually have a lot of money just sitting around left over, $824,000. There's nothing we need, so what I'm going to end up doing is placing down just some of these and not having to take out a loan to get them. just put them down. Money guy, yeah. Give me all your money. Oh, I got 76 left. Can I buy anything for that? Ooh, I could buy this. This'll work. Ka-chow. And so now the time comes. Let's jump in here. I was going to buy some TMR, but I think we should be fine. Also, their water maxed out, so we don't have to worry about that. So we're going to go through. I'm going to fast forward a little bit more time here just so we can kind of get through and get a little bit extra. At that, 10,000, and slow it down. And I'll see you tomorrow in game. Well, I've tried to babysit a little bit, but here we are at 1532, day 2 in game. Finally into September, and we've accumulated a lot of TMR. So we're making it about 2 times faster than they can eat it. 87,000 in 24 hours. There's 188 in there. I think I'm good right now. I think we're good. One thing we do need to do, though, is we need to get milk set up. I didn't really think about this one. So I got a couple ideas. I want to show you this because there's one thing that I didn't really pay much attention to whenever I was doing the last series. It's this thing, automatic shipping of animal products, milk. Now, I don't think we're going to have to worry too much about this, but if we were to place this down like here, I don't think the milk's going to go in it, but we could like put it here and just pull forward like 2 feet and dump it in. Yeah, but I got a better idea because I use the exact same mod on every single map. It's really easy to plan ahead. So, whoop-ow, a-ka-chow, yeah! Farm Dairy Cheaty in the way, yeah! Then we just need to get something that's on a... there's nothing, is there? Nope. Kubota it is. Here we go. This is what I want. We ended up getting a lot of milk. 36,000 liters in about, well, a little bit more than 24 hours, to be fair. But that's a lot. That is a very, very healthy amount. Let's see if we can lock up everything. If I could just back right up again. Yeah, we can back right up again. That's pretty cool. All right. Let's turn that off. Actually, we can leave it on because it really doesn't matter. I should be able to fast forward a whole day in game now without any issues. Also, I'm looking at this thing. It says connected to cow pasture. It might actually work now for manure. I don't actually know if it will or not. But I'm going to place stuff down. I mean, we've got a little bit extra cash. Let's see. This is 5,000 for that. All right, well, let's fast forward an hour. The joys of having moneymakers on the farm. Fast forward an hour and you're good to go. So then we take this liquid silo, put it right back where we had it to begin with. And maybe, just maybe, it'll work. Come over here, take a look. It says it's silo's empty. Oh yeah, I think we need to put an extension on there too. Extensions are $2,000, so this should be more than enough. Just need to make sure I put it in a way where it's not gonna like clip into anything. I think right there's okay. And now because that extension's there, it should link up. Maybe we'll get some slurry. I don't know, let's find out in about like a day. All right, how have we done? We've gotten a decent amount of money overnight. Let's see, raw milk's running. We got another 20,000 liters of milk. No manure. And of course the milk went into the liquid silo. All right, so this did not work. And now I have to come over here and get the milk out of that thing. And now we can sell it. Whoop-a-ham and whoop-a-ham. All right, so those weren't going to work anyway. That's totally cool. Totally cool. Very okay. 165,000 liters of TMR overnight. That's pretty good. And here we are kind of back where we started. We got about $100,000 and we're good. So what I'm going to do now is we will do all the fast forwarding and everything. It is currently October and we will see you bright and bushy-tailed and early the morning of August, year 2. Oh yeah, to make extra money, I'm also going to add a new one of these every time we get 100 grand. Whoop-ow. Welcome to August, year number 2. We're just kind of going through the motions at this point. Just kind of get stuff out. I kept having to add straw to the TMR mix. For some reason, it's just like the grass just isn't going away. Oh, now it's going away. All right, well, we've got more. Now we got more straw than grass. Totally fine, totally fine. Looks like the storm's going to be rolling out of here soonish, so we may push forward a little bit extra just so we can get rid of the weather. But it is harvest day. We've got a big old field of grass ready to go, and we've got a big old area full of soybeans. Now, here's the game plan. Soybeans are going to be harvested. We're going to take the straw and keep it because we're going to be using straw and the grass that we get off of our big old grass field for TMR. But the thing is, well, we're probably going to run into some problems because Silver Run Forest is next. And I think we're going to have to end up buying every single field on there. And there's what, 3? It's going to be difficult. Honestly, this harvest is probably going to be really, really easy. The next map's going to be a bit interesting because we've got, well, logging. But first off, let's jump in here. Here's another pretty cool thing about this whole setup. So we're at 373 right now, 373,000. I kept going through and putting down these every single time. So I think there's 30 here, 33, something like that. It's in the 30s. So those are like 100 grand each. And I'm going to end up selling them. What is that, close to $3 million? Close-ish? I'm definitely over 2. Oh, yeah. It's just that's so stupid. That's so much. Oh, I'm so excited to make some big old money here. Normally I don't mess around, but hey, you gotta make some money during the summer. So here is game plan for this setup. It's gonna be a really, really weird thing. So we have come down around towards the bottom. Then I'm gonna go up just like that. And then we are going to go back down here, giving us 1 pass around. Then we are going to go this way again, but then come back, giving us 3 passes at the bottom, all the way up to the top. Little double pass. My plan just messed up, but I need 3 passes at the top of the bottom. That way it actually works, but it's not going to work that way. I don't know what to do. Well, this area up here is not going to work well either. So I've got it set on a worker right now. I'm hoping that we can go all the way. I'm going to have to slow him down just a little bit to see if we can go up, and we'll see where it stops, and that'll be kind of where we take over. Looks like it's going to be right here. All right. Well, as long as we pick that straw up, we'll be okay. So if we do our 3 passes up here at the top now, we'll actually be able to save a little bit of time later. Ooh, yeah, good idea. I figured it out. Yeah. So what we ended up doing was going down and doing a full pass around starting at this bottom corner, right? And it looks like this. So we came from here all the way up, went over, back and forth 3 times, down, then turned it around, came back up 1 time. So I now have 4 passes at the top, found another straight line, and I'm going boop, boop, and that'll line us up perfect to be able to hire a worker and let them do it all. We're like 20% right now. Yeah, it's an interesting field. It's a whole lot easier to fertilize this field than it is to harvest. Now for the mowing. This is, well, pretty much going to be exactly like it was in the last one, with one exception. The whole field is now 1 field. Unlike the last time that we were in here, this is now all good. Yep. Loving it. I am interested to see what it looks like, though. The grass is different. If I'm honest. Let's see. Turn that on. Do I have fast farming and enabled? Yes, I do. We'll pull forward a little bit, see how we get along. We will probably have to come around and help it just a little bit. Yeah. All right. Get to about right here. Hire worker. Can we do that? We can. Yeah, this is working all right. Looks like the worker doesn't mow anything outside the field, though. So if it's not grass in the field, it doesn't get mown. Actually learned that on what was it, Goldcrest Valley. This was like a thing that I didn't even know, because I always just kind of do my thing. Let's get to about here. Let's fire the worker, drop it down, and do this part ourselves. We will have to again come back around and do this the right way, but for now, not too shabby at all. This was another area right through here where we had lanes of traffic coming through and lanes through the middle. But this turned out to be really nice, just doing it ourselves. Okay, I dig it, man. First pass around is done. Now we can go through and do this the fun way. Knock that down. There we go. All right, we'll set this up on a worker here. Now, I don't think it's going to show, but it should show. There we go. You can see the fertilizer marks in there. It's a pretty big field, so what we'll end up doing is probably 3 passes around the whole thing. I think that's about right before we end up hiring it on a worker. I think that's just what we're going to have to end up doing. And there it is. Ba-boom, ba-boom, boom, 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 boom. Hire worker. Wow. So now we've done all of this, and I've tried to keep this a little bit clean down here as well. I kind of did a straight line across, something like that. Yeah. Also, the combine harvester is rocking. over there right now. That means it is going to be a good time to cart. We can jump down this hill. I love it. Man, there are a lot more signs in the ground, or say in the ground, in the road than there should be. I also realized that we've got the tractor on the mower that we would normally be using to pick up all the straw. So I can't pick up the straw until the mower's done. But there is another option, but I don't think it's going to be a good one. There's a 9RX for sale. Costs $183,000. I kind of want it. Don't need it. Just kind of want it. See, the thing is, I don't actually know if we would need it or not, and I really don't know the things that we're going to need for the next series in Silver Run. It is one of the biggest tractors in the game, and we've got a couple John Deere, so I think it's, you know, not outlandish that we would want that. Just think maybe not. I don't know. There's also some logging equipment in there too, but again, I don't know what we're going to need. I don't know what we're going to run into. It is totally out there to me. I did it! I got it! Oh, it's mine! Yes! I love it! It's a little bit too big for this specific application. It's also a little bit slow for this specific application. And I just don't care. I don't care at all! We're just gonna go and pick up straw and have fun because there's really not much else to do right now other than that. So, take it, turn it on, and go. That's it. One of the things that would be nice, and maybe there's some mods that have this, but nothing that I know of right now. Look at that timing. Yeah. Is if there was a 9RX with a front hitch on it. Because this would be really nice for mowing. I mean, really nice for mowing. It's also really nice for just needing power. Oh boy. Take it easy. Might be a good idea to drive this in first person and just kind of monitor things for a while. One other cool thing that this opens us up to is bigger machinery. So right now, really haven't done much in the way of upgrades when it comes to seeding. I mean, obviously we did get a new seeder. Actually, I think we got 2 new seeders for the series. Or no, we got 1 new one at the last one. Anyway. But now, it's the train. What I did? We open ourselves up to more possibilities because we got like 500 some horsepower on here right now. But we can also upgrade this thing to way more than 500 horsepower. 670 is the most that it could have. I mean, what we're doing right now, this is like nothing. Grass field is almost done. There's a whole bunch of grass on this field, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to be getting more than we had. Now, this is going to be very difficult whenever we move forward. As I mentioned, on Silver Run Forest, as far as I remember, there's not a whole lot of grass fields. So we'll have to figure out what we can do. It looks like we're going to have a whole lot of money to play with. So hopefully we could do that. But I really don't want to have to cut down half of the map and trees just to be able to have a grass field. But we may end up having to do that. All right, as much as I love having 9RX on this thing, 8R, a little bit better. Gotta be honest with you. 7R, probably be even better. But I mean, it's an 8R. Come on. Yeah, let's go. And we are almost there. Let's see, can we catch up to it? There it is. Yeah! Much we got in here? 42,000 liters. Okay, not too bad. Can we fill this up? I think these hold... Is it 25 or 50? Oh, I can't remember how much they hold. It was 50. So that must mean, yeah, 98,000 liters of soybeans. Oh, it's like, I say perfect. It's not. Where are we selling this? Dude, I think selling to the train is actually going to be worth it. There's no way that's not worth it. That's just an absolute ridiculous amount. Look at that. 7,500 versus 6,500. And we have 98,000? The 7,500 times 98. It's like 700,000 something, isn't it? Something like that for sure. Let's bring it over here and dump it into this, which I've never actually used before, so this ought to be interesting. And then this should take it over. Oh, slow it down. This should take it over to the train, which I think is behind this. Yes, right there. Now we just got to figure out how to rent the train. Where do you rent the train at here? Is that it? No. Aha! Found it. Train hath been rented. I just don't know where it is. It is off the map somewhere. So it'll appear sometime soon. So we can go ahead and get this stuff sold. Double dump. I see something off in the distance. Oh, wrong way. There we go. It's the train. The train is here. I'm just gonna go catch up to it. Hey, come back. Wait, slow down. You're going too fast, dude. Going for a ride. Oh, I forgot you can actually like fast travel over to the train. Didn't think about that. All right, let's go through here, see if we can find the soybeans. There we go. It's going to dump it into one of the piles at the back. Ooh, that is very slow. Very slow. But nonetheless, we were able to get it all. Perfect. So now we can hire it up. Well, I say hire it up. There's no way to hire the worker on here, I don't think. It just did. Nope. Turns out the button I pushed isn't going to do anything. So now we need to run it. It needs to run outside the map. Hey, this is like the first time I've rented the train like a year or two, I think. If you guys remember any other time that I've done it, please let me know. But DjGoHam does not remember the last time that he rented the train. He's got to bring you along because this is a fun little train ride. And after this, well, we do have to pick up the grass, but that's not going to be too insane. There's another silo, so we could put stuff there and rent the train there as well, I think. There's probably a train rental place around there somewhere. And then, what we just ride this all the way to the very edge, and it does this thing? Oh, yo, this was a cool place right here. This train station, I always thought this was so cool looking, and I always wanted to, like, I don't know, do some type of, like, train role play through there, but alas, there was no point, and there's no way to do it anyway. But I don't remember where it goes out. Where does it go out? It's right up here, isn't it? Oh, yeah, it's right over this bridge. Let's find out. I'm guessing 3, 2, 1 kicks me out. Kinda. There it is, $744,000. That's what I'm talking about. Straw is up. First set was 500,000 liters. We got another 301,995 here, bringing us up to over 800,000 liters of straw. Nice. I'm dumping everything into the silo so that it doesn't start making TMR in here. What we'll end up doing is we'll write down the amount of grass and straw that we save, and we'll get that started on some TMR as soon as we get over to Silver Run Forest. To mirror that sentiment as well, by the way, we got more cows. We have 250 of them now. We've got some cows that are 2 months old, little baby cows. Yeah. And so that is pretty cool, but we'll also write down how much TMR we've got here, how much water. Well, water doesn't really matter. And then milk is at 0 because we are probably going to sell everything and then fast forward a little bit of time just to get our final numbers from the milk. That way it's empty. So now let's go pick up the grass, and we'll be close to done. Still plenty to do. If you look at it from this angle, it almost looks like I didn't cheat picking up all the grass. So here's our finals. We ended up getting less grass than I was expecting. I was expecting like a million plus. We got 867. We also got 803 liters of straw. 803,000. So I think what we do in the next one is maybe take some of that straw and convert it. Or better yet, find a better home for a cow so they can poo. With that being said, I think now we need to collect some stuff. So all of the milk has been collected and deposited. So that is good. We can bring this away. There's nothing more that we need here. We're done harvesting, so there's nothing else as far as harvest that we need to do. Oh yeah, I mowed all that. That's why it feels like I didn't get enough. Oh well, let's take a look and see if there's anything in the used market that I think would help us out with logging. But I mean, there's like, what, 1 or 2 things in here. This is pretty sweet, but it says ISO control, and I don't remember what that means. But we do have it set up as like a mulcher, a harvester. There's some pretty cool setups for this. However, I'm not going to be using this this setup when it comes to logging. So yeah, I don't think there's a regular harvester head on there, is there? Unfortunately not. As with everything, we come through and take any of the extra placeables and sell them because I want the money. Yeah. So got that sold, farmhouse. Oh yeah, forgot. All the decorations are linked to it as well. Goodbye, decorations. You got to go. I totally forgot about this part. There's a rock in the middle of the farm, and whoever put everything together. This was an issue back in Farm Sim, what was it, 19 as well? When you delete everything, it's still here. So dumb. I also need to come over here and delete all of these. Well, that was a lot. We have $4.4 million. We are going to be having an absolute blast. Get out of there, birds. When it comes to... It's going to be so ridiculous. There's one more thing that we've got to do. We need to sell all the eggs that we have. I totally forgot about this part. I definitely think near the beginning of the next part or next series, we're going to go through, take some of the money that we've got, make some really big investments. That way, you know, down the line, yeah, we may have less money, but we also have more stuff. And more stuff and less money is usually how spending it works. So we'll try and do the best we can through there. And yeah, logging's going to be interesting because we're going to have some logging to do, but we won't be doing a lot of logging. I don't know how that's going to work. I mean, we've got a wood harvester. Don't know if I'm going to use it. We're going to have to. All right, let's get these eggs sold and get out of here. Nothing quite like an extra $108,000 to just put the cherry on top. So thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me here on Erlengrat. Trying to have some fun and cause as much trouble as we possibly can. I think we've officially ruined it and had a great time doing it. So all that's left to say is have a great day, and we will see you guys in the next one. Yay! Oh, I thought I was going to jump better than that. Come on, do a little jump. Yeah, good enough. All right, we'll see you. JK, better one. Yay! Yeah, let's go! I'm in the cow pasture.